Ladies and gentlemen, Ndindi Nyoro was among the top leaders from the Mount Kenya region who were supporting Dr. William Samoei Arap Ruto back in 2022.
So we are sure William Samoei Ruto is winning with a landslide. And we know they have some tactics they are employing. One, every time they wake up, is to talk ill about an independent commission in the name of IEBC.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ndindi Nyoro is one of the smartest leaders we have in the country as we speak today. And ladies and gentlemen, the most importantly, Ndindi Nyoro is among the best performing members of parliament in the country as we speak today. There's a time he was number one, that's the financial year 2023-2024. In the financial year 2024-2025, he was actually number two, where he has done tremendous work within his Kiaru constituency. Ladies and gentlemen, but now, people are worried about Ndindi Nyoro's behavior, and more especially his political future. And that is what I want to look at here on this particular video. But before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mokwa Times, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. My number is always here. For those who support the channel, feel free to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for the support, for the subscription, and keeping on following the videos that we do here. Let me dive into this topic without much wasting of time. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mount Kenya people see Ndindi Nyoro as their future leader. The entire Mount Kenya.
Nisitakuita Kasogo, lakini nimekuita juu nimesikia wengine wanakuita. Na kusihi tu uachane na Ndindi Nyoro. Tunajua ile maendeleo anafanyia wa Kenya, na hata tunaona akienda kwa kaunti zingine vile anakaribishwa. Hapa kwetu tumeshikilia hiyo mtoto yetu, tunampenda na ni mtoto wetu.
Ndindi Nyoro ni wetu, amementiwa na wazazi wa Kiharo, amementiwa na wazee wa Kiharo. Ni yeye, ni mtu ako na adabu, ni mtu ako na heshima yake, na ni mtu anaheshimu wazee, na ni mtu anaheshimu vijana.
Na sisi tuko nyuma ya mheshimiwa Ndindi Nyoro, na ukizunguka mlima sahau kuna jina kama mheshimiwa Ndindi Nyoro. Wewe fanya kazi yako na utoke kwa mlima urudi. Sisi tunagojea ile mwelekeo mheshimiwa Ndindi Nyoro atatupea, na hiyo ndio tutafuata.
Tunakurespect, lakini kukusikiza kwa saa hii hapana. Tufanyie kazi, hiyo miaka imebaki. Ukisikia Ndindi ameongea, tuko nyuma yake. Ukisikia amesema hii, wewe jua tuko nyuma yake.
And there's no one they have hope for like this Ndindi Nyoro. Hence, the worries that are moving around, that what could be happening with our leader, Ndindi Nyoro.
Unajua sasa, kama kuna mtu mwenye ameperfect the art of kukaa kwa fence, ni Ndindi Nyoro. Ndindi Nyoro ni mtu mwenye mpaka saa hizi hawezi tell ni mtu wa Gachagua ama ni mtu wa Ruto.
Why are the people of Mount Kenya worried? Number one, it is the warm behavior of Ndindi Nyoro. Ndindi Nyoro, as we speak today, he appears not to be in government. And if you look at it from another angle, you see him in government. You listen to him when he speaks, you see like he's attacking government or criticizing William Ruto. But if you look at it deeply, you realize that he's also supporting William Ruto from certain angle. Ladies and gentlemen, Ndindi Nyoro's behavior of being warm is troubling the people of Mount Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, if you remember back in the days, there was one of the best performing member of parliament of Gatanga, that's Peter Kenneth. But poor decision making, poor behavior made him to be out of government, and actually it killed his presidential ambitions until today. Peter Kenneth could have been one of the best presidents Kenya could have had, because as a member of parliament, he had proven that he's good. He was among the best during his time. And I felt like if Peter Kenneth could have worked well with Uhuru Kenyatta, right now as we speak, he could have even been the running mate of William Ruto, or even he could be the one people are expecting to deputize either Matiang'i, Kalonzo, if Rigathi Gachagua will not be deputy president, or even flag bearer. Ladies and gentlemen, therefore, Kenyans from Mount Kenya are worried about Ndindi Nyoro's behavior, that it might also result to the end just like that one of Peter Kenneth. Number two, it's his silence. When other people have come out to speak about Shah, Ndindi Nyoro is quiet. When he speaks independently. It's like he's not with other politicians. You can't see him in groups. You can't see him in meetings. Whenever he's making a comment like a criticism to the government, he does it alone. Such a kind of a behavior where he's silent most of the time, when he speaks he's alone. It's also troubling the people of Mount Kenya that why is he quiet? Last time we had people being killed in the streets, youths, Sabasaba, 25th of June, Ndindi Nyoro. Rarely did he speak something like in relation to this. Properties were destroyed. He came out to speak, yes, but in a light way. That is not the Ndindi Nyoro people expect. When Uhuru Kenyatta was in power, let me tell you why people are complaining and worried about him. When Uhuru Kenyatta was in power, Ndindi Nyoro was among the leading critics of President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta in all fronts.
Tell this government we are giving them an ultimatum. Within 1 day, leo hii ikiisha, lazima waite mkutano wa dharura na waondoe hiyo maneno ya kuongeza kodi katika mafuta. Watu wetu ya bodaboda wanaumia. Watu wetu wa matatu wanaumia. Wameumizwa na corona, wako na loans kwa bank. And it is very, very uncouth for the government to purport to increase the prices of fuel products.
Be it on police, security, finance, running of the country, and many other things. He criticized Uhuru Kenyatta a lot. Uhuru Kenyatta hangepumua because of Ndindi Nyoro. Now, on President William Ruto, despite kicking him out of the chairperson seat, he is treating him with a lot of respect. Yes, he's treating him with a lot of political respect. Political respect in the sense that there are things he cannot touch on.
I would say the things we have seen around intimidation of Kenyans is uncalled for, and it is unfortunate. It is unfortunate because I am in a public office. Many people who serve government as elective in the elective positions or appointive have a choice that if you don't want the conduct of your work to be part of the public domain, you have a choice to retreat into being a private person, because the rights of Kenyans are clear in our constitution.
Ladies and gentlemen, that behavior troubles the people of Mount Kenya. Another thing I want to say is this. As we speak today, Rigathi Gachagua has already announced his party. Ndindi Nyoro has not associated himself to the opposition or even to the Rigathi Gachagua's party at all. He has not come out to speak on DCP. He has not even publicly met with Rigathi Gachagua. We've not even had any message of Rigathi Gachagua about him that is positive. We've not had other young leaders in Mount Kenya like Methu are campaigning across Mount Kenya in support of their candidate and their region. Ndindi Nyoro is nowhere to be seen. Is he calculating, or he has a different faction, either Kalonzo or Matiang'i's side, or is with William Ruto? That is what is worrying the people of Mount Kenya. In that, if Ndindi Nyoro is not with Gachagua, then let him declare he's with Matiang'i, or let him say he's with Kalonzo Musyoka, at least to show that he's also with the people. But now, Ndindi Nyoro is not understood. Nobody understands wherever he is. Ladies and gentlemen, another reason as to why people are worried about Ndindi Nyoro is this. There are so many things that have happened to him. One of them is being kicked out of that seat in Parliament, where he was a chairperson and just put to be a member. And for those who follow keenly what is happening in that committee, Ndindi Nyoro is always bashed in that particular committee. Apart from that, Ndindi Nyoro, he has also questioned on some things to do with John Mbadi. And John Mbadi and many other leaders have attacked him literally. And if you've not realized, Mount Kenya leaders or even leaders associated with the opposition have not come out as such to defend Ndindi Nyoro. Then now there's this notion that could he also be in bad terms with other leaders? Because whenever I see him, he's with Silvana Sosoro. But I've not seen him with Methu having stories. I've not seen him with even the senator for Kiambu. I've not seen him even with Anthony Kibageni from Kisii. I haven't seen him with other leaders like Mohamed Ali from the coastal region. He is trying to operate alone. A lone ranger. That is not good for political leaders, especially those who want to head bigger political positions in the country. Because now the people of Mount Kenya will be having doubts about Ndindi Nyoro. And that is not good for a community. It's not good for a leader. The community should be speaking positive of Ndindi Nyoro just the way they were speaking about him before. Now, my advice to Ndindi Nyoro, if he's watching it, is this. Go to the people of Mount Kenya and speak on their behalf. Then go to the people of Kenya at large, speak on their behalf. Go to the youth of Kenya, listen to them and speak on their behalf. Join the rest to make people understand that we have a future as a whole. I don't know what's your take. Let me see in the comment section what you think about Ndindi Nyoro.